You know, I got insta-queued, but I've had a number of people, a couple on Discord and one in the comments, telling me about how my my videos are being they're oops, I don't even know what I reported that guy under, but whatever. That my videos have been uploading at like 360 or 480p or something, and to that I say, YouTube standard definition is 720p. That's like the minimum. Like that's like what it'll default to when the video uploads, and then it'll take time to process up to 1080p, which is what it's recorded at. So, if you're one of the people watching any of my videos and they're at like they're at low resolution, like 360, 480, whatever. First of all, check the little settings that'll be in the corner, lower right corner, and look at the resolution, and you can set it manually. Cause just don't trust the auto, cause the auto sucks. It always defaults to like the low ones. I don't know why, but it does. And second, if that doesn't work, which it should, by the way. If that doesn't work, then literally just wait like an hour, and the HD version should be processed within that time or close to it. So, basically, if you're watching my videos and it's like low res, just check your own settings for one thing, and then if 720p is not good enough, just wait like an hour or so, and let the 1080p version process. And then that's it. Anyway, I haven't even talked about the matchmaking yet. Baltimore has radar, Des Moines has radar, Kaga's annoying, Gearing, Daring, Kleber for destroyer threats, and double submarine because wargaming. That's about it. I'm going to be relying on my smoke very heavily here. Yep.
Smoke screen set.
This is Z42 AP, by the way. That shit's really fucking good if you haven't guessed based on what you just saw there. You know, I was kind of worried about that Kleber rushing me, just kind of trying to rush me because of the lack of other ships that I had near me, but he's not doing it, so I'm definitely not going to complain about that. I'm just gonna put some torps out like that, and like that, because you never know your luck. And Kleber's not going to reverse. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna have to just use my smoke here, and then I'm gonna farm this broadside here. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the Kleber. Oof, there's yeah, it's not what I wanted to see. I can take on the Kleber at low health, on that kind of low health, but I cannot do anything about that gearing, so I'm going to just haul ass right here. Especially with my hydro about to be going down here. There's nothing I can really do against two destroyers. Because no matter how good you are, you're never going to win a 2v1. It's just a fact of life, because they literally have double the DPM you do. Because there's two of them. So unless they're like super low health or something, or they just like ignore you or some shit, you're just never going to win that. Unless that happens. which I'll definitely, I won't complain about that. Let's see, there's the Des Moines over there. This is not ideal farming range, but it's, I guess it's what we're gonna do. I guess we're also gonna step into B here, although we are kind of rolling them right now. And yeah, 3 non-pens. That is annoying, but whatever. Gearing's fucking off, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, Des Moines could be a problem if he tries to push up to like one of these islands right here. Although I don't think he's going to do that because of the Georgia that's kind of like right there. That even though there's these guys that are closer to the Georgia. Oh, never mind. That Georgia's actually almost dead. Yeah. Yes, Stewie. I hear... Yes, Stu. What do you think of that?
Engine boost
And Des
activated.
Moines has his radar active.
Smoke generator started.
Can I farm his broadside, please?
Is in sight.
Please, Daddy Wargaming, let me gift me the gift of farm. I don't think he's gonna gift me the gift of farm, because he's just gonna sit on the island that's not even covering and from anyone other than me, which is kind of annoying if I'm being honest. Also, that gearing like literally fucked all the way off. That Des Moines not being shielded from anyone other than me, and he still thinks that he's in a good spot. Although I guess to be fair, the cap is right there, so yeah, I don't know. I'm not a cruiser player, so what do I know? Give him the benefit of the doubt and assume maybe like there's something that's about what he's doing that's working, but based on what I'm seeing right now, I don't think that's going to be the case. Anyway,
Our victory is in sight.
this is less than ideal because we are kind of rolling them right now. And the Carnot, of course, is just turning away. I guess there's a Montana right there, to be fair. Of course, here comes the Kaga planes because Daddy Wargaming and carriers. Thank you for those bounces, Daddy Wargaming.
Smoke generator started. Smoke
He's
screen
angling
set.
away because, of course. What the hell? Son of a bitch. Is that an AFT gearing? Bruh.
Engine boost.
That's literally an AFT gearing. That was like a 14-kilometer shot. Like 13, 14 kilometers. There's no way that that was like a 12 kilometers. Because I was like literally right next to the fucking Wichita. And never mind, we fucking zeroed him out, so. It's like a 8-minute game, by the way. Yeah, fuck that. I'm getting another one. Still, you think that sucked? Even the cat think that that sucked. Not more of my Clear American flavored waters, as you probably just heard there, but alright, this is not too bad. Moskva's gonna be annoying to deal with, Napoli's gonna be annoying to deal with. gearing, and double submarine, because wargaming. So, there's only one radar, which is good. Napoli is going to be annoying to deal with because it's a fucking Napoli. It's going to be impossible to kill. And it's fucking arms race. I'm still, like, even to this day, I'm still salty that, that arms race replaced fucking Epicenter and not Standard. Because Standard is the absolute fucking worst mode in the game. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you disagree, you're wrong. Because Standard is literally the both teams are fucking gorillas. And they're like, oh guys, let's just sit and defend the base, guys, and let them come to us, guys. And both teams sit in their spawn playing fucking grab ass for 20 minutes. And then the entire game is just a fucking snooze fest because both teams are sitting in their fucking spawn for 20 minutes. And people like that shit because you don't run out of time to farm damage. But, like, what the fuck is the point of farming damage when nothing gets done? Like, it's not... Farming damage is a fun thing to do, but it's kind of... It's an interesting thing, 'cause especially with, like, the spotting rework, you don't have to farm damage to be rewarded, but like, farming damage by itself is not going to win games, and that's, like, what the mindset of people who like Standard is. It's just farm damage as much as possible, and playing the actual game be damned. So... I'm just, like, I'm really just not a fan of Standards, but I'm just gonna shut up about that. Enough of that. I do have a submarine here that can spot for me if I were to smoke up. So, there's that. One salmon is over there. There's Napoli, because of course there is. At least it's not the Moskva. Although I might be speaking too soon upon saying that. None of those capture immediately taken. Well, I think they took the health one there, but we're about to take ours as well, so really it's fine, I guess. Yeah, there you go. And the Moskva is, in fact, over there, so that's also convenient. And it looks like they're fucking off from this side completely, based on that position of the Kansas alone. Those look like Napoli torps right there. That would have been embarrassing if I had eaten one, but I didn't, so we're good. I am being RPF located right now. I don't know if that's by the Napoli or the gearing. It honestly could be either. Napoli's like right on that corner there. Just look at the position of that fighter. It's circling just right around the end of that island there. So, and it's also definitely the gearing. It's definitely the gearing that has me on RPF right here. This is a less than ideal situation right here. Bruh, this gearing is like literally just gonna sit there and let me do that to him. This is very kind of him, to be honest. And he's even gonna turn broadside for me. How very generous of him.
Engine boost activated.
That was like an actual paid actor, hello? Actual animals. Alright. We take those, I guess. They're about to take the health and probably the reload there, which is less than ideal. Really not a whole lot we can do about that. Schlieffen's about to be taking that reload buff there, so that's fine, I guess. Their Bismarck's low, that's good. Let's see. How's that Fat Freddy gonna position?
Enemy submarine spotted.
I am spotted when I shot there. No, he's firing AP at me, that's fine. And I'm also dark now, so that's fine. This Napoli, if he turns in like that, which he's probably going to, that's going to definitely prove problematic for me. Because I can't really stop that unless I land torps, and that is in fact Napoli RPF, I believe. It could have been both the gearing and the Napoli, to be honest.
Smoke generator started.
There's a Hydro
Screen set.
from the FDG pushing up behind me there. It's not yet in range though. And yet, as expected, there's the Napoli. There's not much I can do about that. So I'm just going to try and get some damage on this broadside DeWitt. I'm actually also going to try and get a finish on this low health Fat Freddy, because we need him dead. And my smoke's also fading, so I can't shoot from there anymore.
Engine boost deactivated. Attention.
I'm going to wait for this Napoli to fire before I fire, because he's going to be angled to the Schlieffen there. So he's just going to have to sit broadside to me unless he wants to gamer turn in front of the Schlieffen. Or gamer turn in front of the Yoshino as well. And he also smoked up, which is helping me. Which is also very kind of him. Just like the gearing, that was very, very kind of him. I absolutely appreciate his contribution to doing nothing but feeding either me or someone on my team, just feeding either way. Let's see here. There's no one, we literally have no one in the fucking center right now. The Schlieffen's about to be, so that's fine. Let's see. Joan DeWitt and Anchorage are both kiting away. That Moskva has been on that rock the entire game, by the way. Like, right there. He has literally done nothing but be there all game. Which, again, I appreciate, because as long as he's over there, he's not harassing me. So, that's fine. I would prefer if we didn't lose any more ships, though. I want to say we're in non-zero. It'll really take a high-effort throw on our part to lose this one. Joan DeWitt's low and has a Schlieffen walking at his head. Anchorage is being pushed off.
Smoke generator started.
I think we should be good here. So I'm just gonna farm.
Smoke screen set.
fire. Those Dutch cruisers, like super cruisers like the Stalingrad, Alaska, and Kronstadt, those Dutch cruisers do take full duration fires, which I don't know why they do, but they do. So there you go. That fire's gonna stick, and it's gonna finish him off as well.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Let's see. Comp's gonna kill the San Diego, or I guess the North Carolina is, rather. Well, the Incomp is probably going to
Engine boost.
die himself. Unless he dev strikes this Carnot. Or the Schlieffen. And... oof. That was actually kind of a nasty hit there. And our Ismo's broadside to the Incomp. We're actually... this is actually in, there's an actual non-zero chance we may have jinxed that we're throwing this. No, we're about to take the cap. We should be okay. I am gonna smoke up completely here before I start shooting. Yep, there goes the Incomp. We're good. Yeah, and this game's about to end. This cap, by the way, plus 10 points every 2 seconds, by the way. So yeah, as you can see, we're about to win this one in a minute. Maybe even less, depending on if this NC feels like dying today. Which he in fact does, which is very generous of him. And now that we're out of throwing territory here, I'm just going to open water farm a little bit. And he just got fucking dev struck by somebody. Rip to that guy. But anyway, decent games all around today. Except for the first one. You don't need to see that. Don't worry about it. But anyway, to wrap this one up, just remember to if the video is in low resolution, just check your video player settings. See if the auto is defaulting to the low resolution, and if it's not that, then just wait for like a little bit and let the HD version process. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. I highly recommend picking up this ship if you haven't already. It's a lot of fun and can do some pretty stupid things with its armor piercing, as you've seen against a Kleber and a Gearing. So, yeah, good games all around, and I will see you tomorrow.